two doing now? Are you being foolish?
Yeah.
You hitting each other with sticks? Don't hit me with a stick. Oh man! Hey, for the people at home, get your 3D glasses on. Woo! Whoa! Crazy man, crazy. Huh? Fell off a rocking chair backwards. Ah! Go on! Give the women what they want. And some men, to be honest.
Hey, if they're paying money, I don't mind.
There you go. You'll owe yourself out for a couple of quid, not your folds there.
Oh yeah.
100%. Anyone listening on here, he'll sleep with any of you for a bag of protein powder.
5 kilogram though.
5 kilogram baggie.
Not doing 200.
He's not a 2-bit up. He's not cheap, are you, bro?
Nah. Put a bit of creatine in there, bit of
creatine. He'll kiss your lips like Pretty Woman.
We're just looking how bad his hair is, but forget about that. It's Monday. It's pissing it down.
beautiful weather.
It's raining. Pissing it down it is. But we're happy. We got smiles on our face. You know why we're happy?
Why are we happy?
Because now, let's look at each other and you'll see why. We're sponsored by...
Oh, yours isn't on that side, bro.
That's it, alright.
Side.
Oh, okay, well let's look to the future then.
There you go.
Oh, what's that? Sponsored by Frankie. Frankie's gave us some sungies.
Thank you very much.
And I'll be honest with you, if they didn't have Frankie on them, I'd wear them out all the time because they're fucking brilliant, aren't they?
They're right, to be fair.
The lenses are perfect in them. So, if you're passing Frankie's, get your send down, get some of these smart sungies. Did they sell them?
Don't know.
Right, let's have a look. He's got his hood up, look. That looks like a crackhead. You look like...
you look like homeless.
I look homeless and you look like you're on a come down.
Hey, hippie!
So anyway, that was a little product placement for Frankie Key.
See what Frankie is?
As you can see, we're getting stuff done. Oh God, it's pissing it down. I've cut this nice curve on patio. Soil's in, we brought that up. Customer's going to reseed that. Bert's is brushing in now. Using Joint It. If they're watching, sponsor us because it's not cheap. It is expensive. Spin your arm. We've got all the gravel in, look. Put a little bit of stone walling in there to match the other side just to retain that bit of soil. And that's it, look. Starting to come together. So, we'll take some pictures and some videos in a minute when it's done. And then we'll say tatty bye off this job and catch you on next one. Ta-da!
Good morning everybody, it is Nick at B&P Paving. Feeling a bit rusty, I haven't done this for a bit, I've had a couple of weeks off. Chris did the video last week. Yeah, just got back from Malta, had a great holiday, landed back Thursday evening, then I had uni Friday, Saturday, Sunday and back to work. Yesterday we finished the job as you've seen. So yeah, yeah, feeling a bit out of sorts at the minute, trying to find my flow again. It's a bit weird talking on camera. So yeah, but anyway, I'll be used to it in a couple of days. So anyway, we're starting a new job today. It's got to be, I think it's about 100 square metre driveway. We've got fencing, slabbing, all sorts to do. So I'll hop out in a minute and I will show you what we have got in store. Bit of a push maybe. We're about a day behind at the minute. We just had like really intermittent weather and the heat slows you down a little bit, and then we had some real bad torrential rains last week before, and it's left us a bit of a day behind. So we're continuously playing catch up at the minute. Hopefully we'll get caught up on this job and yeah, and be back on schedule. But I mean, a day behind is not too bad. We'll make it up somewhere. Yeah, anyway, I shan't bore you to death, but I shall pop out the van and give you a little tour of the job. Okay, so as you can see, it's a big old job. Front wall's coming down and going. Got to take all this concrete out to this line here. This is the neighbours, obviously, so we're going to take all this concrete out, and that's got to go. All the lawn's going, that's going to be paved. So there's a fair bit of digging to do here. There's a good couple of days digging in and getting rid. I bet it's 3 grab lorries here. Slabbing, we're recladding this path, so we're going to slab on top of this existing concrete here. Problem is at the end, you've got to tie it into the block paving at the same level. So what we have to do is we sort of take this section, out and then sort of run it down slightly to there. There's drainage across, so it will take the full. But yeah, we can't take this concrete out here because they've built this, the neighbour's retaining wall thing's been built on it, and it's just a nightmare. It probably end up rattling all these blocks off. So, and there's also a 4-foot fence going down the boundary here, which we're going to install ourselves. So plenty to be getting on with. So yeah, we've just got to wait for his lordship to get it, and then we'll start doing some work. Okay, so as you can see, we're making a start at the top. Probably going to get all this concrete off, get that gone first, hopefully. It's tough concrete, to be honest, quite thick, but we're making moves. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, so that's going to be us for the next few hours. We'll flip over to a time lapse, get some of this bloody concrete out. The concrete is proving quite tough, so we're going to have to, we've been to fetch the big guns, which is this huge hydraulic pecker that absolutely obliterates concrete. Chris shall demonstrate. Again, excuse the noise. Okay, so we have peckered the concrete, as you've probably seen in the time lapse, or some of it. We've started making tracks, so we're picking it up now and we're moving it down onto the front. So it's what you call a clean pile. So we're not intentionally doing it, it's quite difficult to do, but seeing as we have got a lot of concrete, we might as well stack it separately. Grab lorry drivers like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, we'll keep going at it. We'll get all this concrete out, we'll get that all on the front ready for our first collection, which is going to be about 2 o'clock. It's currently about 10. reduce digging as we do. So things are really starting to take shape. We've got more than a load ready to go here. On this lens it probably doesn't look that big, but there's probably 20 plus tons here. Ryan's just breaking out a manhole up this top here that's been quite problematic, so he's having to do it by hand. Chris has just reduced digging from the top now down. But we have to be quite mindful how much we put at the front, because it could block it all up. In terms of like getting more up to the front or getting in and out, so we don't like to swamp it too much. But yeah, we've got a grab coming in about an hour, and then we've got another one coming in about, well, I think it's about 9 in the morning, which should give us enough time in the morning just to have a little tinker around. But we're nearly there in terms of digging, which is, you know, quite well, but it's a few little bits. So yeah, we shall continue. So Jordan's just arrived from DJ Project. Get rid of his first load, might get rid of a second load today, who knows, we'll see what's happening. Yeah, so we'll flick over to that now and get this gone. Okay, so we're approaching the right depth here. It does need a better grade, but depth, if you can see on this here, is getting to the correct depth. So Ryan's just going to finish breaking his concrete out in this corner. This bit of Connie, this slab's got to come out and go. But yeah, first load's gone and been taken away, as you saw. And we are now just having a tinker and getting a bit more load, well, a load ready for the morning. We've got a grab lorry coming at 9 AM now. So Chris is just getting a load ready. Obviously, we'll knock the front wall down in the morning, reduce dig this area here. Big old job this. I think, to be honest, I've underestimated how long it's going to take. I think I put in 7 working days, but it's a Porsche. Bear in mind, 100 plus metre lay, new slab path, fencing. Yeah, there's a lot. So I've got a feeling it's going to run over, so I'm going to have to make some arrangements there. But such is life. We'll get it done as we always do, guys, and you guys will get to see that. Everybody, it is Wednesday morning. We've got a pile ready for DJ, who's coming very shortly. Things are going well. It started raining again, but I think it's only a little shower. It seems to be like living in some sort of tropical country at the minute, where it's red hot for about 2 hours and it chucks it down. So yeah, but it's coming out well. We're back to depth on this whole area here, and we've just got to tinker around and get things rocking and rolling. The rest of this wall's got to come down here on the front, take the rest of this wall out, and yeah, keep digging. Unfortunately, it's the way it goes. So noisy start to the morning, eh? Whew. 8 o'clock with diggers and breakers. So yeah, there you go, rock and roll. Also today, it's not really a tip, and I'd also like to point out I'm not being endorsed in any way, shape or form. This is just for you guys who are like tradesmen or whatever else. I picked up some new boots, and these are some boots I bought them about 3 years ago, and they've just ran through, so they're just knackered now. So I've just bought some new ones. But yeah, I'll show them you, and I'm telling you now, these are pound for pound the best work boots you'll get your hands on. So for any ground workers out there, these are the bad boys. I'm telling you now, the problem we have is, because we sort of get a lot of toe damage on them, kneeling and so on, or with them on the ground, if you just have the toe caps with the leather, it wears through. But DeWalt do these boots, and they've got like this, I don't know what it is, I won't say it's rubber, but it's like a hardened reinforced plastic thing, and it protects the toe cap, so you just get years longer out of them. I think the last pair I had about for 2 or 3 years, and they're about 65 quid. And when you bear in mind the cheap crappy ones are about 50 quid for these, I'm not going to name the brands, but they're not very good ones, then you're daft not to pay the extra 20 quid. You'll get like 3, for every 1 pair of these you'll go through 3 of the others, because it takes all the leather off and your toe cap falls out, and they get water in them and so on. So yeah, these are the bad boys. I got them from Screwfix, but yeah, see how it goes. So missed the first grab load this morning, but Dave's now here for a second. I'm not sure a second's going to cut it, to be honest. I think we'll need a third. But we're back down to level now. The rest can knock around, a bit of concrete to get rid of, but I think we're too low, if anything, up this top, so we can probably knock it around a bit. But yeah, Dave's just here now for this next pile. Off we go. As you guys just seen, that's the last grab away. Starting to like a driveway. It's all dug out, foot deep, foot plus in places. I bet it's 15 inches here. So what Chris is doing is, any loose on the top, he's driving up and down with the machine, he's tracking the soil in, so he's compacting the topsoil. Because we've got the stone coming shortly, so when we put that down, we'd like to have a good solid base. But as you can see, she's a bad boy, about 100 and something square meters. So we need two loads of stone now. About to arrive and go in. Get it all dragged about. With hindsight, could have done with a dumper on this job. I think it was big enough to get a dumper truck. Just been a long slog dragging everything to the front. Especially on a machine this size, it would have been easier if we'd got a dumper and Chris could have loaded the machine, loaded the dumper truck, and we drove it and tipped it at the front. Just a day of it would have been nice. But these are the things, by the time you realise you need one, you ain't got it, and it's too much of a faff getting one in time. So, lesson learned. I think anything 100 metre plus, you definitely need a dumper truck. Okay, so we're all dug out, everything's done. Just waiting for a nice little tip of stone. What are you two doing now? Are you being foolish?
Yeah.
You hitting each other with sticks? Don't hit me with a stick. Oh man! Hey, for the people at home, get your 3D glasses on. Woo! Whoa! Crazy man, crazy. Huh? Just fell off a rocking chair backwards. Ah! Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning. It is 7:30, and I've got a giant pile of roadstone, which is good. So, first job of the day is to get this pile of roadstone with a machine and drag it back up the driveway. And we'll get a second tip about 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9. So finally get this bad boy stoned up, ready to go. And then we can begin dropping this fence in here. See, we couldn't really start yesterday because the gravel balls need to sit on the stone. So to have done it, we'd have to dig the holes deeper than they needed to be. They wouldn't have been secure. And obviously the boards would have been floating to get them to the correct level. So that's all here ready to go in. So fingers crossed today. We've got the driveway stoned up and the fencing down this line here. And then tomorrow we're going to do this path here, slab it, edgings in the front, and then we're going to get all the blocks here Monday to begin laying, which I think is going to be more than a day. So yeah, we're going to obviously drop on it Monday and start laying this driveway up. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted then by that car pulling up. He's looking at me like a weirdo. Yeah, so hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, should start looking like a driveway. As I say, I think there's a bit too much to lay in a day. We'll see. It's possible. It just depends how things go, deliveries and so on. So yeah, happy days. Okay, so as you've seen, the stone is mostly knocked about because these are raking and a whacker in. However, we're dropping on the fence now, so gotta be honest, can't stand fencing, drives me mad. But yeah, so we're just starting that now and we'll run this fence in. It's not going in too badly at the minute. So we're more than halfway. It's took about, I don't know, an hour. Which isn't too bad. It's the setting out and stuff. Got equal 4-inch steps. So, but yeah, it's definitely look a lot better when the driveway's in. So, yeah, it'll definitely look a lot better once it's all in. And just on the neighbour's side now, we need to, obviously once it's in, we'll gravel up down this side for the neighbour. So it's nice and tidy on their side. So that's the edgings in. We've left the gap here so we can get the machine out tomorrow on Monday. I'm about ready to wrap up. Weather's turning a bit. It's going a bit cloudy. However, it's starting to look like a job. Okay, so seeing as the fence has gone in so beautifully and easily, it's about done bar a cut at the end, but we need to see where we want to finish it. We've got some block work to go in. Put some return block work in here, some copers. So we don't know where the cut's going to finish. We're going to leave that probably till tomorrow. We're going to start dropping these edgings in, as Christopher will so beautifully demonstrate.
I'm doing 2 edgings and that's me done.
Oh,
We've got 6 edgings on there, I'm doing 2.
what can you say?
That's good.
What are you doing? Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning and I'm on site first. Bit of a strange one today. Problem I've got is the stage we're at, I didn't really want to get, I mean, we could have started laying block pavers today, but that means it's Friday first of all, and it also means getting 10 ton of sand moved, and there's 100 square meters of block pavers to lay. And the problem I've got is being on sort of a main road, I don't want to end up leaving block pavers out all weekend. Now the odd pack or so you can kind of get away with, but if we get the delivery this morning and we don't, for some reason something happens and we don't get laid up, then over the weekend there could be, you know, 7 packs of blocks left on the road, and you can end up with the local councils getting involved. To be fair, they're pretty good and they're pretty lenient. They understand, but you get a bit of a grace period. But leaving them all weekend and so on, you're tempting fate, some disgruntled neighbour or some passerby complaining. So yeah, so I've chose to get them here first thing Monday morning. So there's something to look forward to. Monday is killing myself. But yeah, that means today we're pretty limited. So we're going to finish putting the subbase in. We ran just short on stone at the top there, so we've got another 5 ton coming. And then we're going to start doing the path up the side, which I'll show you shortly. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the progress of the job. It's a big undertaking. I mean, the actual area is huge. It's massive. So, I mean, you could probably literally park I think you could easily get 6 or 7 cars on it. So, you could park 2 Trent buses on it. Probably more than that. I bet you could get 3 buses on it. It's insane. But it's what the customer wants, the customer gets. So, yeah, rock and roll. So wait for the boys to arrive. I've got this horrible feeling, you get that feeling like, oh, is it Saturday? Have I come to work on the wrong day? I don't know what day it is at the minute. So I sort of landed back off holiday on the Thursday. Then I was at uni Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's full days, it's like 8 till 5. There's no mercy there. And then straight back to work on the Monday, so I'm absolutely exhausted now. It catches up on you. So yeah, nice steady one today. Steady weekend, I'm gonna take it easy, chill out, and get ready to do me back in Monday. So this path here, we're struggling to get this concrete out. As you see, this wall's been built on it, so we've had to cut it back best we can. It's quite problematic. So Chris is going to lay this Indian sandstone on top. I'm going to put a gravel track down the side, and then we'll probably have to break out a section of it, this section here, just to run it to the block pavers level at the end, so the level continues through. But yeah, so that's today's undertaking really. It's kind of working our way back out the job. So yeah, we'll get laid up Monday, Tuesday. The lads will start cutting in. I've got some work to do around the back. But as you can see, look, it's vast, it's huge. So yeah, we've got the whole week on it next week. Get it done to top spec as we do. Rock and roll. Sorry about my voice, I have to do the talk to the camera quiet voice because people are in bed. So yeah, but yeah, ready to rock and roll. I'm pleased with it, happy with its progress. Okay, so you lot are going to laugh at this, but Christopher has got it into his head. So we did that silly challenge. You heard about a challenge with regards to Jacob's crackers, this how many crackers you can eat in a fortnight or whatever it was. And now he's got it in his head that he can eat 12 Ferrero Rocher in how long is it?
I think it's a minute.
In a minute or something crazy. So we've been and picked him up some Ferrero Rocher, obviously a top end chocolate delight. We don't mess around.
So we had to get the smaller package because it cost too much.
Yeah, we had to get the small one because we couldn't afford the big one. It's about a tenner for a box in it.
Yeah, £10 for the big one.
Crazy. Saying that though, I can remember when I was a kid, yeah, my grandma used to buy Viennetta. These little Viennetta ice creams.
Bad boy.
But she used to serve it on like a little silver platter with a silver sort of cake knife.
Yes.
is a posh bird, right? And I swear to God, I thought like we were millionaires as kids. And yeah, I've just come to realise that that wasn't the case. So they're about £1 from Iceland. But anyway, fond memories. But yeah, Chris, his old Ben, he's an animal. But I won't put him off 4 past, to be honest. He's probably been, I think he said he practised, hasn't he?
Yeah, we ran out of money. So
He ran out of money. He couldn't pay his rent, so he's had to stop eating them. But we've treated him to a box today just for our own delight. So, can't think of anything worse. Can you?
Not a bad boy though, man.
I know one is, but I don't think you ramming like 12 in your mouth and trying to swallow them all is the way forward. But anyway, let him crack on. Let him prove his worth as a man. So, right, so we'll get back to site, see what them two's been up to. We've just been on a little quote, and we've been up to pick up some new jointing trials because one snapped. And yeah, just go back to site now and get stone knocked about and get wrapped up for the weekend. Yesterday, I had a little flutter on a scratcher and I won 15 quid. So, in true gambling form, I've now bought 3 with my winnings. So, hopefully, boys, we'll be millionaires in the next half hour. We can get this job done and retire to Mallorca.
We're already there, man.
We're already there. Chris has got his little Spanish hat on. What do you reckon, Folds there? Do you reckon they're all going to be dud?
All winners, mate. Off my leech.
Should we do it, bro?
Do it.
Let's have a little scratch, yeah? See where we're at. We need to see the lottery fingers. We've been done dirts, bro. Joe, I'm not stupid. I can't work out the game.
No, you can't. It passes at me.
Right, yours has got to be higher. Yours weighs more. 13, 15, no. 24, 28, 25, 27, no. Winning symbols, he's just got a match, haven't they? Coin and a car.
Yo.
Absolutely.
Can you rephrase that?
I think it's a dud, Folder.
It's not 2 mil.
It'd be nice if them two had to match, wouldn't it? 2 mil. What's this one got to be? In a row, 2 numbers have to add up to 10. 5 needs to be a 5, no.
He's going to struggle here,
7
Bob.
needs to be a 3, no.
With his adding.
1 needs to be a 9, no. In a row, match 2 identical symbols to win a prize. Done me dirt. Done me dirt. Done me dirt. Back to the drawing board. Hang on, I've got the other 2, Anna, but I'm not going to scratch them on video, so I'll scratch them now and we'll see where we get.
2 minutes,
1.7
seconds.
I don't want to talk about it, mate.
Lost them all.
Lost them all, mate. They done me dirt. Moral of the story is, guys, don't gamble. I could have bought alcohol with that. And now I've got 3 bits of cardboard. Basically 3 bits of cardboard.
They can manage wages for that.
Yeah. So, there you go. There's a moral to it, Folds it.
Don't gamble, kids.
Don't gamble, kids.
What does you on Guinness World Record?
I'm just going to sample this one for Chris. He's got them all lined up ready, look. He's ready to go. I'm just going to sample this one now, check they're not poisoned. Check that they're decent. We'll get rocking and rolling.
Hand down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's the wrapper that fucks you.
I'm sure you can start unwrapping the next. You're not a pro. You're already on 14 seconds. You can't mess about like that. I'd start unwrapping it now. Honestly, yeah, I don't think.
You're allowed.
Who cares, mate? You're not going to win the Guinness World Record, are you? Let's be honest. It's more amusing. You're ramming as many as you can in 2 minutes. Right, you've done 30 seconds. So I mean, just keep on wrapping.
Yeah, I don't put it.
I bet they dry your mouth after a bit. Keep going.
Not bad.
Worst case, you choke and die.
You got 120 left.
You've done 43 seconds.
Oh, it's dry as fuck.
Oh shit, it's not. It's all my bro.
Doing all right. Done about just under a minute now. At this rate, you ain't gonna get it, bro.
Oh!
Keep going, ram him in, chew.
Got 1
Imagine
minute.
someone's got a gun to your head.
1 minute, bro. Hurry up.
I'm a loser.
You're a winner. You
I'm
You
a
can do
loser.
it, you can do it. Come on. This looks disgusting. It literally like. Come on.
More, you're gonna pass one over.
Keep going. You've got 40 seconds, keep going. Go on, get to it. Come on. Are you not doing bad? Come on, you've got 30 seconds. You're giving up. God, probably going to puke chocolate syrup in a bit. horrible.
20.
15 seconds. Well, no, you started before me, didn't you? After, sorry. I don't think you're doing bad though. I mean, you've broken the unwrapping rules, we think.
10. 5, 4.
Bobby's desperate for you to fail so he can have
2,
one.
1. Over.
I guess that last one then.
It's done. You're a failure. In my eyes.
I still love you though.
And then pass it over.
Pretty grim, wasn't it?
You know what? It's alright to about halfway through, then you just dry out completely.
Well, we'll finish the last one.
Right, I feel sick.
Just ate a whole box for a Roche in like
It's
a
the
minute.
texture as well, like you can't just swallow it whole, you know what I mean? It's like, as soon as you bite, after about 2 or 3, it just, it's like the cracker challenge, it goes a bit weird.
Pretty grim.
Go on, see how quick you can.
So another Guinness World Record failed at B&P Paving.
But I'm close, you know what I mean?
On to the next.
Next one, need an easy one.
We do need an easy one.
Come on, I want one.
I still think if we went to that Hoots and did that chicken, eat as much chicken as you can, I still think I could make people at home feel sick. Like, I honestly think I could eat like 100 odd chicken wings easy. Disgusting.
We need an easy. I've looked at the easy ones though, and they're not even easy, they're all.
Should ask the people at home to think up some like attempts, Guinness World Records we could attempt.
Here's
and
what
we'll
I
do
thought,
it.
because some of the things are not in there, like how many times you could hit your hand with a hammer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but nobody's done it because they're not stupid. So you can just go 1, 2. You got Guinness.
What,
World
break the
Record.
bones in your hand?
No, just bump, bump.
Okay.
Juice you can drink in a minute.
I've seen a few things on the internet. There's a few people tried that, bro. Okay, so since we've been off on our travels fetching Ferrero Rochers, the stone has been delivered and the path is all in and laid, ready for completion next week. We just want to get an head start on it because it's kind of in the way. Yeah, so Chris now is going to get this stone moved and we'll fill up, get all the back stoned up, get it all rigged and whackered, ready for sand and block delivery Monday. As you can see, Chris is loading the wheelbarrows. The boys are running them up in gangs. Just backfilling. Say we just ran a bit low. So we're just backfilling the stone up here. Figure it'd be easier than dragging the majority all the way over it all again, which is already level. So just running it in, tipping it where it needs to be. Go on, folks there. Go on. Give the women what they want. And some men, to be honest.
Hey, if they're paying money, I don't mind.
There you go. You'll owe yourself out for a couple of quid, not your folds there.
Oh yeah.
100%. Anyone listening on here, he'll sleep with any of you for a bag of protein powder.
5 kilograms though.
5 kilogram
Yeah,
baggie.
not doing 200.
He's not a 2-bit orc. He's not cheap, are you, bro?
We're a bit of creatine in there, bit of
creatine, he'll kiss your lips like Pretty Woman. Hey, practically there now, just knocking it around, filling in a few lows with a bit of excess stone we've got. It's always better to have more than not enough on these sub bases. The more stone, the better. The better compacted, the better. And that's how you get a good finish that lasts for years and years. So yeah, we're going to keep on moving this stone now. We're just about done, then we'll get on the rakes, we'll level it all up, string line it, check the levels, make sure it's correct, and give it a good whacker, give it a good plate compacting, ready for Monday. So we've just realised there's no fuel in the whacker plate, so now we've got to go back off again on a little mad dash to get some fuel, otherwise we ain't doing note. So off we go again. That is us done for this week, innit, Folder? Thank God. Thank God. It's been a tough week.
Yes.
Some
Some of us got to go Sainsbury's.
got to go Sainsbury's. Yeah, so next week we shall be dropping on it, getting stuck in as we normally do, getting this driveway laid. And we have a new member of staff coming in Monday. We've got a new member of staff coming in Monday, but yeah, someone, I wouldn't want to call them famous, would you? Because they're not really famous. Semi-famous. They're not really famous anymore. They used to be famous, but yeah, we knew it. We thought it'd be a bit of a joke to get them come in and help us out. So yeah, we've got someone coming in Monday to help us out. It should be a bit of a giggle. So yeah, we'll dog them and be horrible to them and make them do all the horrible stuff. So yeah, happy days. You guys have a good weekend. I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next week.